Are you looking for something to liven up your next training session, meeting, or other event? Well, then you're going to want to take this for a spin. Hey, it's Jeff with YourLearningCareer.com. If you've been wanting to channel your inner Pat or Vanna, then I've got a couple of really great PowerPoint templates for you. One is a full game that's already built out for you. The other one is a do-it-yourself version so that you can build your own unique game. And of course, both of them are fully customizable. First, I'm going to show you how the game looks and plays. Second, I'm going to show you how to customize it. And then finally, I will show you where you can go to get it. So let's go. My version of the game is called Wheel of Fun, but the gameplay elements should be very familiar to you. In the full version, there are 50 puzzles already built for you. 10 of them are toss-up puzzles, which you can use to determine who goes first. And then the rest of the puzzles are the traditional ones where you spin the wheel and try to guess letters. Now, the way I have it set up is that you would do a toss-up puzzle first, and then there are 4 puzzles after that. Of course, you can rearrange these however you want. Let's take a look at the toss-up round and how to play. In slideshow mode, I'm going to start on the toss-up title slide. And when everyone's ready, I'll advance the slide. And you can see that it starts immediately. The letters will appear one by one. And the first person or team to solve the puzzle before all of the letters show is the winner. And they get $1,000 and they get to spin first. Now let's move on to the regular rounds. Once again, you'll be in slideshow mode and the board's going to have the blank spaces. And then you'll also see a category at the top. Now to spin the wheel, you're just going to click on the spin stop button. And then to stop, I'm going to click it again. Whatever it lands on is the amount that a letter is worth. So in this case, each letter is going to be worth $1,500. Now, if it lands on bankrupt, then the player or team loses all their money and their turn. And if you want, you can also click the bankrupt button. And that's going to give you that nice bankrupt sound. There's also a lose a turn space, and in that case, the person or team will lose their turn, but not their money. But in this case, since I landed on $1,500, I can continue to play. So let's say I'm going to guess the letter C. In order to reveal the letters, you're just going to click on the letter down at the bottom. So if I click on C, it's going to reveal that there are 3 C's in the puzzle. And so now I have $4,500 because I got $1,500 for each of those. Now, if I want, I can continue to spin and guess another letter, or I can try to guess the puzzle and win the round. But at this point, with only 3 letters up there, I'd probably continue spinning. Of course, the other option that you can include is the ability to buy a vowel. So if I wanted to buy a vowel, maybe I want to get an E. That's usually $250 to buy a vowel. So I've revealed 2 of those. All right, so let's say I'm going to spin again. This time I'm going to guess the letter F. If I click on F, this time that was the wrong answer, and so I get a buzzer noise for that, and my turn is over. So it's now going to go to the next player. And that's basically all there is to it. And then play just continues until somebody guesses the puzzle and wins the round. And then you can continue to the next puzzle and keep playing. Or if you've already played the number of puzzles that you wanted to, then you can just end the game. Now, if you like what you're seeing so far, be sure to hit that like button. I mentioned that both of the templates are fully customizable. And why is that important? Well, because you might have an event where you maybe want to create your own answers for the puzzles. Like, say, for example, if I was conducting a training class, maybe I was doing a sales training class and I wanted to have a fun review of the different topics or products that we cover. How would I do that? Each version of the template comes with some blank slides that will allow you to create your own puzzle. The do-it-yourself version only comes with blank slides, and then the full version has these same blank slides at the end after all of the other puzzles. But either way, they're going to work the same. First, let's customize the toss-up. So let's say I want my toss-up to be always be closing. First, I'm going to update the category, type phrase, then I'm going to drag the letters up to the board and spell out always be closing. Next, I'm going to press Control and I'm going to select all of the remaining blank squares, Control or Command on a Mac, and I'll just select each one of these, and then I will hit delete. And then the other thing I will delete will be all of these letters at the bottom. I do not need these for the toss-up. I'm going to highlight them, and I'm going to hit delete. I'll have to hit it several times because there are actually several layers of these letters. They're stacked on top of each other. So I'll hit delete several times, and now they're gone. And let me just do a test in slideshow mode. All right, so that seems to be working fine. Now, if I feel like the letters are coming in a little too fast, and especially if I'm using a shorter word or phrase, then I do like to go in and adjust the timing. So let me just show you that real quick. I'm going to go to animations, and then I'm going to click on the animation pane, and then I'm going to click on the first picture. I'm going to hold down Shift, and then I'm going to go down to the last picture, and I'm going to go here to delay, and I'm going to make that a little longer. So let's say maybe I'll just make it 1.5 seconds. Or you could do 2 seconds, you know, whatever you want, but I'm going to do 1.5 seconds. And then let me just go into slideshow again. So now there's a little more time between when the letters appear for this toss-up. Now let's look at how to customize the regular puzzles. And first of all, I would make sure that I have enough of the blank slides. You know, depending on how many you want to create, I would first make sure I have that number of blank slides. And all you have to do if you need more, like here I only have one. Let's say I need 2 or 3. Well, all you have to do is right click and duplicate, and it will make a copy. And I could do that maybe one more time. Let's say maybe I'm going to make 3 of these. So I'll duplicate it again. So now I'm good and I can make my puzzle. So now let's say for this puzzle, it's going to be the name of our company CEO. So the first thing I'll do is, once again, I'll put in a category. I'll just highlight that and then I'll type over it. And let's say this one will be person. And just like I did with the toss-up, I'm going to drag the letters onto the blank spaces. Now, something else I might do once I have all the letters, sometimes, when I drag them over, they end up being a little crooked, or, they just kind of look off. So it's not a bad idea to go in and just do some little adjustments. So I'll just kind of select each one of these in this first word. Then I'll go up to picture format and I'll do align, and let me do align bottom just to get them all the same. I might do that also for this other word. This one I might go ahead and do distribute, and then also align bottom. That way it just looks better. It's not so crooked. All right, and then just like I did with the toss-up, I'm going to select all of the blanks and delete them. Now I'm not going to delete these letters at the bottom like I did with the toss-up, because for the regular puzzles, I want these to appear because these will remind me which letters have been chosen. There is one more thing I want to do though, and that is to adjust the sounds that come up with the letter. Right now, each letter of the alphabet has been assigned the same sound. And the way I do it is I assign all of them a buzz noise. And the reason is because typically then that's less letters that I have to edit. Because what I need to do is I need to change the letters that are actually in the puzzle. I want to change those to the correct ding sound. So let me just show you how to do that really quick. For that, I'm going to go into animation, and then I'll go to animation pane. I usually just start with whatever the first letter is that is in the puzzle. So in this case, there is an A, so I will start with A. And what you want to do is just go to the last picture under the letter. I don't have to do this to all of the pictures. I only have to do it to the last one. So I'm going to go to that last picture under the letter A. I'm going to right click. I'm going to hit Effect Options. And then I'm going to change the buzzer. I'll click on the drop down and I'm going to change the buzzer to the ding. That's the correct answer, ding, and that's the sound I want it to make when whenever I click on the letter A, because that is correct for this puzzle. And then I would just go down the line. So next there is a B, so I would change the B sound. But then, you know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, then I don't have another letter that I have to change until I get to G, and then I'll do, you know, G, H, I. So that is how you do that. And once I'm done, just like before, I always like to put it into slideshow mode, so I'll just do that real quick. Current slide, and let me just test out the A. Oh, looks good. I got the ding, I got the letter appearing, and then I would just continue going through. I usually like to go and do every letter to make sure I did my buzzers and my dings correctly. And then that's that. So I think this looks good. Now you know how to play and how to customize the game. So of course, the next question is, where do you go to get it? That is the easiest part of all, because all you have to do is go into the description below where I have links to both of the templates. And don't forget to check out these videos to learn about my other games.